How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farm Simulator 22 called Hills of Tuscany. And we're going to read the description from the mod hub, and it says, "Welcome in Tuscany. Every hill has a village, every village has a story, every story has a secret to tell and experience. This map is set in Italian territory, especially in the Tuscany region. The map is particularly real and was developed in an essential way to make the game enjoyable and smooth. Main characteristics: map with 102 fields, mostly hilly, of different form and dimensions. Field created with the possibility of being combined. Vineyards of red and white grapes. Intensive production olive groves and trees with umbrella machine harvesting. Greenhouses with plantation and nursery. Complete farming company with 4 fenced areas for animals, silos, garages in Italian style. The production chains of the base game are scattered all over the map. All the products of the game can be sold in different shops. 5 areas can be bought to install new productions or to build new customized farms. The map is ready for precision farming and uses a customized map of the ground. Wide forest areas. Game suggestions: purchase tractors with power appropriate to the implement. If you want to use of helpers, it is recommended to manually work the perimeter of the field at least twice and then proceed up and down. Medium-sized vehicles and tools up to 8 meters are recommended." This map was created by Johnny X Pro and is 240.66 megabytes to download. There are required mods for this, and the required mods are the Fuel Tank by Mickey Mapper, Italian Shed Pack by Mickey Mapper, Animal Barn Pack by Alien Jim, Olives plus Olive Picker by Realist Christie 1 VSR Modding Sir, Greenhouse and Nursery by Gwendol. So from here we're going to take a look at the map. And this is what it looks like. You start out up in the northeast at the farm, particularly farm land number 65. And as you can see, you can own 65 as well as 89. You cannot purchase the periphery of this map, so there are areas that you are not able to purchase, like the shop right here, and various other places around the map are unavailable to purchase. Mainly the areas where there's like productions and stuff put onto them. There are animal pens to start out with. There are contracts, no production chains to start with, and there are collectibles, 30 of them to be precise. I did come across one of them, and it looked like an enlarged version of the Elm Creek wooden toys. So keep an eye out for those. There are mods specific to the map. If you go under the Buy menu, go down to Mods and DLCs, under Hills of Tuscany, you can see there's a white grape harvester, a couple of trailers that have been modified to accept the white grapes, and then a white grape pruner. If we go under the build mode, you'll see there's nothing under sheds, but there are, because they're required mods, you will see those particular required mods popping up throughout here. There are no silos, no silo extensions, no containers specific to this map outside of what you have to be required to have, no factories, no selling points. Now there are, nope, not greenhouses, sorry, orchards. A couple of Hills of Tuscany here. You got your red grapes as well as your white grapes. Let's see, and under cows, nothing specific to the map, just the required mods. No horses, no pigs, no sheep, chickens, bees, or others. I'm pretty sure there's nothing under decorations. lights, or others. Oops. And then under landscaping, tons of swatches available. No trees and no plants. So you do start out right here at the starting farm. If we take a look at our starting equipment and see what we have, under owned items, you start out with the Fendt Favorite 515C under small tractors. Under medium tractors, you have a Massey Ferguson MF3670, as well as a Valtra Velmet 8750. Under harvesters, you have the Deutz-Fahr Topliner 4090H. Under forklifts, you have the Heinrich? Yes, that. ETV 216i. Under cars, you have the Lizard Pickup 1986. Under trailers, the Rudolph TDK 301RP. Under headers, the Deutz-Fahr header. Under mulchers, the Knack Speedmax 560. Under plows, the Agromas POV 5XL. Disc harrows, the Horsch Joker 4CT. Power harrows, the Amazon KG 3001 Super. Under seeders, the Amazon Satea 3000 Super. Fertilizer spreaders, the Bradel K105. Under balers, the K-brand VB 3190. Under bale loaders, the Anderson RBM 2000. Under front loaders, you have the Quickie Q7M header trailer for the Deutz-Fahr. And under weights, you have a 10-winkle Pack 1500, Pack 1000, and another Pack 1000. So that's all the equipment you start out with. Let's take a stroll around the yard and see what's all here. So starting out right here at your house, you do have a wardrobe trigger right here. And then over here, you have your sleep trigger. Just reading through my notes real quick, just make sure, there we go. Over here, you have a water point, little water well, a repair trigger, and you start out with a lot of stuff around the farm. So you start out with a bunch of seed, you start out with some fertilizer and lime. I mean, all this stuff is available for you to use, and you can stack with your forklift here. Have tons of bales right here that you can use. Over here, you have a sheep pen. Zero of 65 sheep for that particular pen. Over here, you have your chicken barn, which you can have up to 360 chickens. Over here, you have a fuel tank you can purchase and put into it. Here is your silo. To load into it, you just open that up, dump in there, and take out right here. I really like this silo. I love the weathered dirt kind of caked on the side, and just looks used, like it's been through, you know, some time. You got a manure heap right here for your pig barn. Up to 270 pigs can go in here. Then coming down the little hill back here, you have a silage clamp right there. And directly in front of us is our cow barn, where you can have up to 80 cows. And then another manure heap. Tons of places to store things. You've got tons of barns. I really like this kind of split level kind of yard that you have going on here. Like I said, just tons and tons of storage around the yard. We need to come out this way and hop into our truck. From here, we're going to go through the little, I don't know if this would be like a town or just a set of townhouses kind of thing. Just, I'm not quite sure, but it's actually like kind of a really neat road network. Here we go. Off to our right, this is the dairy. You can purchase that for $70,000. And then coming around the corner here, top of this hill, gonna want to make a right. I'm sorry, a left. Just come around the bend here. Then make a left. Now I haven't quite figured this out, but this appears to be like another silo system for you. You can take out there, put in to the silo here, and it's called the cereal storage. So it's like a place for you to have like your grains and stuff, your wheat, barley, oats, things like that. And right here, this is the the retailing cereals. This is a sell point. Oh, and there you go. There's one of the oversized toys, like I mentioned before. It's just a little bit larger than what they normally are. Okay, and then from here, come all the way down here. At this intersection, we want to make a left. And then we want to pull in right here. Here we go. Now, a whole bunch of greenhouses right here. We can go ahead and purchase one because these are not the standard greenhouses here. Purchase them for $30,000 each. And you can see we have our tomatoes, lettuce, and strawberries, but we also have red cabbage and flowers that you can produce here. And you have to have not just water, but seeds and solid fertilizer as well as an input. And then all the way around the back side here, so you've got what, like four of those greenhouses. And back here you have two of these. These are called plants. For $50,000 you can buy this. And if anybody's familiar with Gwendol's New Lands, this is one of the production points there as well. So if we purchase this, again, water, solid fertilizer will produce bonsai, cypress, and eucalyptus trees. Now on the map New Lands, you actually need a specific product to be able to put into these as well, but it looks like that was removed for this map. Now from here, I want to back up. Oh, I am going to slow down right here. So these are olive groves. These are the, I believe is Rally Christie 1 VSR modding, sir. I could be wrong about that. But if we go into mods and DLCs under olive pickers, you have to purchase this olive picker to be able to harvest these trees. Now you can fertilize them and do all that stuff just like you would a normal olive grove kind of thing, but that's the tool that you need to be able to harvest these. But also, if you have this hydraulic oil barrel used with this, then you get a bonus on your harvesting yield. So I'm not quite sure what the bonus is, but just keep that in mind that if you use that as well as the harvester, you do get the bonus. Now coming over here to our right, up this drive, some grape orchard or grapevines right there. Some more over here. Now are those? These are the white grape orchards. So I don't see any grapes on them. They must be still growing. Now over here, this is the manufacturing grape juice production point for $153,678. You can purchase this, and we are going to buy it because there are a couple of unique things about this. You can make your raisins just like you would normally, but you can put in your normal grapes right here and get grape juice and this mark, and I think that's like the grape pulp kind of thing. And then your white grape juice can be made here with also having the pulp. And it looks like it's just oh no, wait, you do get separate grape juice columns off to the right side there. So you can see here you got grape juice, that's your normal grape juice, but then you have white grape juice here. It's just the same symbol. So not a big deal. And we leave here, and you know what, before we get going, let's take a look at the map, kind of show where we've been and what we've seen. So we started up here at the farm, right here. Went all the way around, checked out all the different stuff, including the cows down here in the south. Grabbed the truck from the house, we pulled out, went all the way around this kind of twisty, windy road, over to here, took in the dairy, over down to here, and we saw the retailing cereals as well as the cereal storage. Came out here, went all the way down to this crossroad, down to here, and we took in all these various greenhouses, the shrubs, greenhouses, as well as the plants. Something just occurred to me. Very large greenhouse, shrub greenhouse. Oh, so I showed the very large greenhouse, these two here, but these two are different. I did not realize that. So I'm going to teleport back there. You can purchase these for $40,000. I do apologize for not showing this earlier. And again, if you do water, solid fertilizer, and seed, you can create bamboo as well as aloe vera. So those two are one set of greenhouses. These two are another set. And the two plant production points down there are unique. So now we're back to our truck. Let's take a look at the map. We checked this out, came down south here, pulled in and around, and we saw the manufacturing grape juices, and then we teleported back over here to check out these, and now we're back. And we're all caught up. So from here, we need to take off, back down this driveway. Now one thing I will say is driving can be very tight at times. Other times can be very wide open, but I wouldn't recommend anything, like the description said, anything bigger than 8 meters wide. Yeah, probably not going to be too happy about life if you go any bigger than that. So let's go ahead and come up the hill here. We're going to follow this vehicle. The one thing I will say, traffic. The splines seem to be kind of an issue from time to time. You saw right there that driver just stopped in the middle of the road. There's also times where it seems really jerky. Cars will be going around a curve and then all of a sudden just do a sharp 90-degree turn in one direction or another. It's like no smoothness in the traffic spline there. To our left, that is the restaurant sell point. Backtrack back up the hill a little ways. Whoa. The hills are real. There we go. Come back out to this main drive. we're going to continue to go south on this next road here, making a right. And here, and turn right, and this is the biogas plant, and a very expensive one at that. If we pull up here, $1.16 million to purchase this, because we have the money, why not? And check it out. Not only can you put in your standard silage, slurry, manure, and sugar beets cut, you also have your olive pulp, they call it pomace, as well as your mark, which is again the grape pulp. So a couple new little additions here. That's very cool. And I like that they have this ramp kind of built up here too, to where you can very easily back in and tip into the point there. Tons of different bunker silos back there. From here, make another right and continue to head south. And make a left, head down this hill to right here. So off to the left there is the animal dealer. To the right is the sale straw and bale pet store. Whoops, right there. Now from here, back up the hill, make a left, we're going to make a right, we're going to pass this one up and go all the way to the end here. We'll catch you on the way back. So this is the sawmill and carpenter shop. Buy point is here. For $100,000 you can purchase this. Go into manage it. So you can create your planks from wood and then use your planks for furniture. So it's all kind of integrated into one setting, which I think that's kind of cool. That's something I'm not particularly used to seeing. Now coming back up the road here, pull into here. Now this looks like the oil mill, but in reality this is the oil mill for sunflowers and canola only. Purchased it for $80,000, and as you can see, sunflowers and canola, that's it. There's no olive oil here. Works just the same as it normally would, it's just minus the product. And now, across this beautiful bridge, like very, very cool. And we want to make a right here. And before we check out this production point, I want to go ahead and look at the map. So we were here at the manufacturing grape juice, came around to the main road, pulled out to here, and saw the restaurant, pulled back up, went back down south, saw the machine system, biogas, this is just the biogas. Pulled out of the biogas, came down here and took in the animal dealer as well as the sales straw and bale pet store. Pulled back out, went down south a bit more to the intersection, down to here and took in the sawmill and carpenter shop. Back down the road to the oil mill, sunflower, and canola. Came across the bridge, and now we are here at the lime production. Again, very expensive, $937,462. If you purchase it though, 500 liters of water, 1,000 liters of stone, gives you 1,000 liters of lime. But what's nice, come into the back here, check out all that stone back here. It's a quarry. They have a quarry here to where you can harvest all this stone, pick it up from off the ground, and load it in production. So you're going to have quite a bit of lime if you want it. Catch back up to our truck. Now, from here, I'm going to start going north a bit. To right up here. This is the shop. So directly in front of me there is the shop trigger. And, whoops, got disoriented there. If we open this gate here, have our repair trigger. Pulling out here. Now over here is the grain mill. If you purchase this for $96,000, just take your normal grain mill products. Nothing special with that one. From here, make a right, and yes, so that right there is the farmers market sell point, and then we have to make a left, continue going north, and that sunflower field, that one's ours. Go up this big hill here to our next production point. Right here. This is the olive oil mill. 122,966. The productions are so expensive here. So expensive. But now you can make your olive oil as well as the olive pumice. And also, wait, what's the difference here? Olive oil. Huh. So it looks like the same recipe, but it's broken out differently. Pumice oil? Yeah. That one I don't know. Not sure if there's a difference or not. So from here, follow this road around, make a left, and take this out to the east a bit. And you can see how it just opens up quite a bit out on this side of the map. But again, nothing. I wouldn't go against what the map maker said. I wouldn't do anything greater than an 8 meter. All right, so here is our gas station. Get our diesel from there. Behind the gas station right here is the store at KM0 sell point. And then beyond that is the bakery. For $50,000 you can purchase that. And just the typical bakery, nothing special about that one. Run back to our truck over here. Coming up to our right, this is the sale, straw, and hay of 2 houses sell point right here. Some of the names can be a bit lengthy. And now we're coming up to our final point of interest. Make a right here. Follow this around. Some more stones right there for you to pick up if you purchase this area. But here is the sugar mill. Follow this around. For $80,000 you can purchase it. And standard sugar mill, no additional products or anything like that. But that is the map. That is Hills of Tuscany. Now it is time for my opinion. 0 to 5 grading scale as always. And I tell you what, I really like this map. I think it's very original. Like I shouldn't say original, but like, how do I want to put it? It's very unique is probably the better way to word it. There's so much undulations, there's so much going on, a lot of different production points have been put in to kind of freshen things up, make things kind of unique to the map. White grapes as well as the various other required mods, the 2 tracks, the main drives. Like, it just feels like very nice and very kind of picturesque. You even have like the woods here where it's, you know, yeah, you got your little trails and stuff, but it's, I don't know, just something about it just seems very natural. I mean, at times it almost feels like that, bordering on cartoonish. What I've talked about in several map tours and stuff. You know, the colors and stuff. Like, there are lots of colors on this map. And almost bordering too bright and vibrant, but then you get into areas like this where the buildings really kind of mellow it down and tone it back a bit, and then you're kind of left with like the natural colors from the harvestable crops and things like that. So it's there, but it doesn't, for me, doesn't cross the line of too much. You know, this map is certainly going to pose some challenges for being able to, you know, get around and to have the right equipment for the job and have this powerful enough equipment to be able to get up and down some of these hills and all that stuff. Like, you're going to have to really kind of put some thought into, you know, do I go with the largest set of equipment versus the, you know, equipment that may be a bit smaller, but my equipment can handle it, kind of thing. I mean, there's going to be a lot of, like, you're going to have to be smart. Like, look at this hill right here. This is not a small hill. And if you're trying to harvest this, you know, or trying to plant or do whatever, you're going to struggle, you know, with certain pieces of equipment. It's just not going to want to perform at its best. But yeah, out of 0 to 5, I would give this a solid 4. Very solid. There's a few things that need to be addressed, a few things that need to be touched up. Like I said earlier, the traffic splines need to be kind of addressed. But really, outside of that, I think this is a fantastic map and definitely worth checking it out and giving it a look. But I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, following, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. That shows you're engaged with this channel, enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.